Emily the Wrecker. Emily is an emerald engine on Sodor, and she likes to be really helpful and kind as well. And she is the one and only single Stirling engine, and she is Emily. One morning the Fat Controller arrived and said, "Emily, you deserve a run to stretch your wheels after being tired last night," he said. "Now you shall do what must be done." "Yes, sir," said Emily, and Emily chuffed away. And then she realised that she had her way blocked by Dodge, bullying her. "I guess you are the one and only Stinky Emily," he said. "You're stinky steamy." Emily was upset, sad and angry. "You leave me alone," said Emily angrily. You worthless big jerk. You're nothing but a rude bully," she said. "Let me take that." And then she biffed Dodge off the rails. "No!" said Dodge, and slipped off as he crashed into Monty. And then Monty's thing was broken. So was his cargo. And then and there was Percy going backwards as Dodge crashed into him. "Oh," said Percy. "What did you do that for? What did you do that for?" "Sorry," said Emily. "It was me." And then she chuffed nervously away, while Donald was still ready to take them back on the rails. Meanwhile, Emily had to take some fruit to market, and there we go again. They had the trucks singing about her. "Chug, chug, chug, you chucker and huff. Your wheels are rusty and you can't even puff." "Stop singing," said Emily. "Trucks shall do as they are told." But the trucks wouldn't listen. They pulled her and pulled her. Faster, faster they went. "Help!" cried Emily. And there the trucks saw Murdoch. Murdoch shut his eyes and burst into a siding before it was too late. "Watch where you're going!" shouted Murdoch. "Sorry," said Emily, and she was. Molly struggled over tunnels and over bridges and over hills as the trucks pulled her and pulled her. The fruit was starting to wobble and wobble. Whee! They went as they went down a hill, and then one truck smashed into a derailed brake van and a tree on the track. Emily couldn't stop. "Help!" she said. "I can't stop." But there was trouble ahead. There was Molly and Boko, found their way blocked by two derailed coaches. Emily's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. The trucks crashed into the derailed coaches, and they crashed into Molly. "Ow!" said Molly, and she was badly hurt. So were the coaches. Fruit laid all over Emily's face and on her paintwork, all over the coaches, all over the trucks, and on Molly's smart yellow paint, and on Boko as well. Squashed fruit squirted everywhere, even on Monty, even on Percy and Dodge, and on Donald. Poor Emily was upset, and she felt even more sillier now, and she was, and fruit laid everywhere, all over the siding. The Fat Controller was cross and said, "I'm very disappointed in you, Emily. I'm very disappointed in you, Emily," he said. "This morning you biffed Dodge off the rails and made him crash into Monty and biff Percy off the rails, and now you made those trucks crash into Molly now." "It wasn't my fault," said Emily. "Dodge was bullying me, So were the trucks, and I told them to stop singing, but they wouldn't listen. Very well, Emily, said the Fat Controller. Don't worry, we'll soon put you right, and on Molly and Boko as well. Donald came to clean up the mess, and Emily and Molly were back on the rails, and they had their washdown. So did Boko as well. After Molly, Boko, and Emily returned from the works, they found Dodge and Percy looking glum. Emily had something to say to Monty. Molly, Boko, Percy, and Dodge. I'm sorry I didn't mean it, Percy, said Emily. Dodge was bullying me. It was an accident. Percy forgave her, and Dodge said he was sorry, and then Molly and Boko forgave her too, and at last they made friends, and Emily was no longer the wrecker. She didn't mean to wreck everything, but the trucks did. They were both wreckers on the island of Sodor, and the coaches were wrecked. Now they did really have to go to the works, and Scruffy was the limit after all. He felt dreadful. Wah, wah, wah.